the unbelievable millionaires of radio.
Quickly becoming my favorite time of the week, the unbelievable millionaires of radio on Marco and Jeets.
I'll be flat honest. I was starting to dread doing this segment, and then I really got on Team Sam, and he's really brought me around.
Sam is he's one of the characters on this radio show. This show's in Arkansas. It's called Murphy, Sam, and Jody. I would get some tweets and Facebook messages. People go, "Is this a real show?" It's a real show.
Yeah.
And they're real
really
millionaires.
rich.
They're really millionaires, and I kid you not, news came out last week. They picked up 6 more affiliates. Like it ain't no thing. Like they pick up affiliates like I pick up change out of my couch.
Now, here's the other side of this. We think they're really bad, too.
Well, I'm telling you, I ain't kidding. Sam's starting to crack me up.
You're starting to crush on Sam.
I'm Team Sam. The Sam Show.
This segment hurts my soul every week.
We're going to play some segments of Murphy, Sam, and Jody like we do every week at this time and just allow you to hear and understand what it takes to be millionaires on the radio. Another reason why Jeets and I will probably never be millionaires on the radio because we refuse to do sissy-ass crap like this.
I don't know. For enough zeros at the end of my paycheck, I might do it.
Yeah, I'm starting to actually bend too. Yeah,
I mean, and it's not all bad. I mean, like I said, I think Sam's great. He sends inappropriate pictures of his junk to unsuspecting females. He's a recovering alcoholic. He cannot stay out of trouble.
This is supposed to be
my kind of dude.
Family-friendly radio show. And like I said, it's based in Arkansas, but it's all around the country. They make millions of dollars. Let's start off with our first segment. Ransom, take us through where we are and what we're doing.
All right, so we're going to start from the beginning like we do every single week. So this is the show opener, and Jody tries to be inspiring.
Hold on. What are the chances they start the show by telling you what day it is?
Well,
you might be surprised.
part of the deal, Jeets, is a good show will always let their listeners know what day it is, in case they're confused. Here is segment 1 of Murphy, Sam, and Jody, and the unbelievable millionaires of radio.
Good morning. I have something to bring up first thing this morning that I just read that I want to share with everybody, okay?
Okay.
She doesn't have a calendar in front of her. That's obviously what's going on. She's confused.
Well, I think whatever they're about to talk about must be pretty deep because they blew right by the day of the week.
Either that or this segment got back to them and how we make fun of them every single week.
Now we're air checking them.
Can we verify that?
There's some
I
clowns
wanna
in Las
verify
Vegas
that.
who are just making fun of the fact that we say the name of the day every single day.
They
It's
go,
gonna
we should
throw
talk to
them all
we should
off.
talk to the suits. What do you think about this day of the week thing? We think it's money. They're like, a little much.
Speaking of money, we've got plenty of it. That's what
Right.
they're saying.
Here's tons of more money to not say it's Monday.
They might have just lost like 3 markets for not saying what day it is.
What happened?
They might, yeah.
Or maybe they just bought the exclusive rights to Monday.
Here's the
Now
rest.
They don't ever have to say it.
Here's more of this segment here.
And this probably, at the start of a week will mean something to you.
Can't stand her.
It's a quote, Murphy. You're going to like this. What?
What's
yeah,
really
he
funny
sounds
is I'm like the
excited.
king of all that junk,
quotes.
right?
King of quotes.
Oh,
This
you just
isn't-
called it junk.
This isn't junk.
Sam's like, do you want me to take a picture?
Of my junk? Jeez. What a dirtbag.
He's like, I can send you one right now. Here, zip.
So Jody is a woman talking. She is married to Murphy. We're starting to put this all together and learn about this show.
Yeah, it only took
Well,
us
I know.
5
I guess-
weeks.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of is confusing, but Murphy and Jody are together, right?
and Wombo and
They might all be together as far as I'm
That's
concerned.
a good point.
Yeah.
Well, I know. I guess at some point when you have too many hitting you, it becomes junk.
Okay.
Okay, then let me share this. Let me spit this out.
So,
If you're always racing to the next moment, what happens to the moment you're in?
I love that.
I like it.
Yeah, it's just another way of saying. stay in the-
okay, they go from prep sheet being the calendar to fortune cookies.
It's
Got it.
exactly what it is. It's exactly what
She
it is.
opened
Stay in
up
the
a
present.
fortune cookie and she goes, "This is a whole segment.
There's another $1 million.
I thought I was eating Kung Pao chicken, but I just discovered 5 minutes of content."
Stay in the present, right?
Right. This moment is enough too. It's good.
God, she's a miserable
Now,
woman.
keep in mind, that was about a minute's worth of content. That went on for 5 more minutes.
Of course.
Just on her little haiku saying.
Yeah. I mean, you guys remember a couple of weeks ago, they talked for 10 minutes about eggs.
Yeah, they rattled off 15 minutes about nail polish, and we're not even kidding.
They're millionaires.
Well, and this is one of those radio shows, they do a cooking segment on the air. They bring in a cook, and they have like an open-faced griddle, and the guy cooks, and they describe what's going on.
That is so stupid. But you know what isn't? Having drinks made live on the air.
Yeah, because
At least we're getting hammered.
Yeah.
I mean,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
All right, where are we going to next, Ransom? What's next?
Why don't we go to the next segment, Jody? There's a lot of Jody in today's show.
I know.
That's a
guess
shame.
They need an excuse to print money.
I can't
Gotta get
stand
on there.
Jody. You
Yeah.
imagine waking up next to her
No.
every single
No.
night.
Well, she does an entertainment segment. They talk about Charlize Theron a little bit right here.
All right, well, here's some entertainment here.
It won't be-
Charlize Theron is a bad girl.
You're hoping so, aren't you, Sam? Charlize Theron, actress Charlize Theron, has
You
been.
see Sam? He was getting ready to take another picture of his junk and send it to freaking Charlize Theron.
Freaking, they're setting Sam up for relapse, too.
Yeah.
It's all about girls and drinking, and this guy's in, like, rehab.
Does
He's
this
an
guy even wear his
ex-drunk.
pants to the show?
Sam is about to
No.
creep into Charlize's DM on Twitter.
Here's the next segment.
Because you know Charlize follows him. She's probably a big
well,
fan.
I mean, they're millionaires.
They probably have the same accountant.
same
She
agent.
probably invests in the show heavily.
Right.
All right, here's more of that segment.
Charlize Theron is a bad girl.
You're hoping so, aren't you, Sam? Charlize Theron, actress Charlize Theron, has been actress. She's been in the news so much lately. Where
Just because of Sean Penn.
they were adults. They came to a natural close of their relationship, and they
Is
split
this show
up.
from 2006? Didn't they get divorced like forever ago?
Just so painful to listen to these people talk.
Well,
Yeah.
She says that it was, what do you call that?
Amicable.
No, not amicable.
Mutually agreed upon?
Mutual. She says that it was mutual.
Same
Isn't
thing?
the
Is that the
same
same
goddamn
thing?
Yep.
A
Well, one
bunch of
thing-
idiots.
Hey, one thing's for sure: Jody is not a thesaurus.
she is a moron.
She doesn't.
What a nightmare it is living with her. You know?
And you know she could afford like 7 million thesauruses.
How much do you think she moves during sex?
No, not
She
an
doesn't
inch.
move at all,
Move?
right?
Not
It's like
an
a dead
inch.
fish.
she doesn't stop talking. I think she just goes
It's like
and goes
it's like
and goes.
plowing a stuffed animal.
No, not amicable. Mutually agreed upon.
Murphy's
Oh,
like,
you're
come
a-
on, baby, I'm trying to get into this.
You're a nightmare, honey.
And that it was also rubbish that they ever talked about him adopting her child.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're
she's-
just reading TMZ.
She's
you
just
know?
reading
Yeah.
this right off of paper.
Stupid.
They paid somebody $100,000 to just hand him a bunch of information, and she's just literally reading it on the show.
This is Murphy, Sam, and Jody, a morning radio show that makes millions of dollars. This segment here we're doing is called The Unbelievable Millionaires of Radio.
But you guys,
It's so pissed
you
off
guys
when we
see
do
what I'm
this.
saying?
Yeah, I
What's
hear
the
exactly
best
what you're
part of this show? Sam. He
Yeah,
jumps in.
absolutely.
He's talking about his junk. He's getting horny about Charlize Theron.
Well, Sam is the wild card of the group, right?
Right.
Because the other two, the married couple, they're terrible.
Right. He's like the third wheel, and he's like on a one-man party.
And they kind of torture him a little. They're kind of poking
Right.
the bear. You know,
Right.
it's always a drunk joke or
Right.
whatever like
Yeah,
that.
again, if he were smart, and he's probably not, if he were smart, he would just dump those bitches and just be like, let me take all this sweet cash for myself.
Well, you know, you say that, but he's part of the $1 million franchise. See, here's the problem. He's an addict, so he's addicted to the current situation, so they know they got him. You know, he's scared to go out on his own.
If he was able to take all that money, how soon would he be dead?
Oh, he'd be so dead.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
First of all,
just the thought of
first
it
of
would
all,
kill
all
him.
the memory on his cell phone would be used up instantly from all the junk pics he took.
He'd probably be in jail, wouldn't he? All right, what's the next segment here?
All right, this actually applies to us because, you know, we're a morning guys. We're a morning show. Jody teaches everybody how to be morning people.
I was just thinking real quick. I'll get to this segment in a second. When do we get a mention on this show? When does Murphy, Sam, and Jody give us a mention or talk about how mean we are? You know what I mean?
When the lawyers give him the thumbs up.
Probably right. That's probably correct. All right, here's the next segment.
How to be a morning person if you're not
Oh, jeez.
a morning person.
Well, this is
and
the
you
right
need
time to
be.
do it, right? It's the morning.
Yeah, you want to go for the number
Well,
one?
they blew past what day of the week it was to tell you what part of the day it is.
Oh, that's right. In case you thought it was nighttime.
In case you thought it was nighttime. Wrong.
If you thought
it's
about
the morning.
going to happy hour at 7 a.m., not right now.
They got
Don't.
those 3 affiliates back.
Yeah, that's right. They've won them back. More money.
Snooze. Don't use the snooze feature. I love the snooze. I remember the first time I learned what it was on my little sweet alarm clock.
Yeah.
You you a dumbass? What kind of a dumbass is this woman?
She took us back in time to
learned
when she
what it was?
discovered what a snooze bar was.
gotta
This is going on the radio to countless affiliates. Millions of people are waking up listening to her recollect when she discovered how the snooze bar worked.
I got to hear this again. I got to hear this again.
I love the snooze. I remember the first time I learned what it was on my little sweet alarm clock.
Yeah.
What was her?
Was it a
was a
vibrator with a built-in snooze? My sweet little alarm clock.
Her alarm clock was a puppy.
God.
It would just bark. It would bark at the same time every day, and she'd just smack it in the face.
I might drive my car into something solid today on purpose.
I love the snooze. I remember the first time I learned what it was on my little sweet alarm clock.
Yeah.
God help.
That was back when life was simpler.
You know, she
'cause
named her alarm clock.
What'd she name it?
She named it Mr. Puffins.
Mr. Buffett's Mr. Digits.
My first clock, my parents didn't get me the one with the radio. They got me the one with the buzzer.
Yeah.
These poor
All right,
bastards.
Can we move on? Can we do another break here in a couple minutes? They're now breaking down.
Hold on. I got to hear the other clown's alarm clock.
See,
Hold on.
they're
Come
reeling
on,
you
say
in.
it.
They got their
they're
hooks.
opening up to us, Cheats. They're opening up to us.
And so if you didn't hit snooze, well, actually, you probably didn't want to hit snooze because the
Sam?
buzz was god
I need
awful.
Sam to
Right.
save
Yeah,
me.
where is Sam?
He needs to save
My
this.
alarm clock was a stripper.
He's
She
like,
told me to pay her and
because
get out.
I don't go to sleep till after the show because I've been doing cocaine all night.
But I'm a big time snoozer. I do this at least 2 to 3 times.
Not
It's
good.
five
This
minutes
show
within.
is a
Sucks.
big time snoozer.
Guys suck.
I want to hit the snooze alarm on
We're
this
doing
show.
a whole segment on how many times they hit the snooze button. Meanwhile, their audience has got a knife to their wrist and just go and play a commercial. Please play a goddamn commercial.
Save me.
Are we done here with this segment?
Yeah, let's. I
Let's
got
take
some
a
more
break.
audio.
Let's take a break
come
before
back.
we do something that hurts ourselves. All right, the unbelievable millionaires of radio. We'll take a break and come back with some closing segments. Marco and Jeets, X1075.
The unbelievable millionaires of radio.
It's that multi-million-dollar show in Arkansas called Murphy, Sam, and Jody. They are the focus of the unbelievable millionaires of radio. We play you their segments, and you can understand what it takes to be a millionaire while doing a radio show.
They're so rich, like they have marlins in their fish tank. They ride swordfishes to work.
You know,
They've taught dolphins how to speak English.
I listen to this show, and I get angry, I get confused, I get emotional.
Make no bones about it. I fully acknowledge they're 10 times more successful than we are. They have like way more money. They're in way more affiliates.
That's the thing about
They're
these
an
guys.
out-of-control radio success.
They're so bad, but they're so smooth at being bad.
Right.
You know, every week. How consistent are these guys, Ransom?
Yeah, I mean, we've been doing this for how long now?
I mean, they're the same level of awful every week.
They just knocked out 5 minutes on how to work a snooze alarm.
Yeah,
and
and I mean-
I'm not kidding.
My biggest fear is that I'm going to come in and have to grab audio for these guys, and all of a sudden they're just going to get it, you know, and all of a sudden they're just going to have a great show.
Why would
and
they
I'm not going to
change
have
anything?
anything to pull forward for this segment, and it's going to make me look like an a-hole because I'm not doing my job.
Why would they change anything? They have an extra garage at all their houses for the Brinks truck to back up into.
Murphy, Sam, and Jody is the radio show. Let's move on
There
with
wasn't
the.
nearly enough Sam in that last
Yeah, let's
segment.
move on with the second
Sam's
segment.
my dude.
Yeah, why
Sam's
don't we,
the man.
Why don't we do that? You
If
know, because
there's
Sam is the
only-
wild card.
There's one guy who's corruptible and that we could corrupt. It would be Sam. What is the next segment, Ransom? What are we going to hear?
Let's talk about Sam. He got some weird pants.
Oh!
Dude, I'm telling you, this is going to be awesome because Sam never wears pants because he's always taking a picture of his junk and sending them to women.
Dirty bastard, isn't he? Here we go.
Sam is wearing some very different pants. Maybe I shouldn't call them weird, but weird pants today.
Well, these are from overseas. Sam's, well, I was going to say
See,
youngest.
that's
You
what
guys,
I'm talking about. They're so rich, they buy their
He's
pants
shopping
from overseas.
overseas.
Yeah. And by the way, in which he flew over there and bought them.
Excuse
Day
me.
trip.
These pants, they're intercontinental.
He's like, how long's the flight from Arkansas to London? And they're like, usually it's 8 hours, but in your Learjet, hour and a half.
Well, it's funny because Delta, who originally didn't fly from Arkansas to London, added a direct nonstop because of Murphy, Sam, and
It's
Jody.
called the Sam route.
The Samster.
So many kids, 5.
Hey!
Your second oldest
Yeah, Will is 22.
does
and
mission work, and
But
so
he
he
has
brought some
5
stuff.
kids
You
too.
see what's going on there? We're learning more about. Did you hear that? The 22-year-old does missions work.
Oh, well,
See,
I'm sure
here's the
he's
problem.
proud of his alcoholic, sexually
We're
abusive
learning
father.
about this sexually abusive father. My God.
And working, so he brought some stuff back, right?
Yeah, it was over in the Middle East, and he had told me about these pants when he went one time, and I said, well, next time you go, can you bring me a pair? And what they're called is Sharwals. I hope we get the name right.
Shout out to Sharwalls.
I think
I thought he was
in
gonna,
college I freebased some Sharwalls
I
one
thought
time.
he was gonna say Levi's
And he's got no idea.
because he's like Wranglers. Levi's.
Levi's.
Levi's. I say, I am stumped.
And it's a two-piece pants. The Sharwals is the pants, and the Shatek is the belt. You know, hammer pants is what a lot of it kind of looks like hammer pants.
Forget what they're talking about. They're on their radio show right now dissecting pants from the Middle East.
Yeah, and he bought European hammer pants. That's how rich he is.
That's right. That's right. The parachute pants.
Except the belt is crazy.
The belt is crazy because the Shatek belt wrap that goes around you is 8 yards long.
I
Murphy.
mean, we
but here's
know
the
how
problem
pants
I found.
work.
There's no way to go to the bathroom.
Oh. So now here's his excuse for crapping his pants? Is that what we're going to get?
Can't touch Sam.
Well, I mean, he can't blame it on the booze anymore.
Can't touch that.
you can't touch Sam.
Can't. You don't want to touch him. He went to the bathroom in his pants.
It's
Well, you have to untie.
there's no
You
like
mean
there's
there's
no
no
quick
zipper?
way.
Oh my
There's no
God.
quick
Zipper.
way. Yeah.
There's no trap door.
Right. So if you need to go to the restroom, you have to unwrap all 8
8
yards and yeah.
Just hope it's not an emergency.
Many of the listeners right now, their show, are in the restroom.
Right, vomiting,
vomiting and
uncontrollably.
getting rid of other bodily waste.
Crying.
Because, all right, so that's a minute we had Ransom on pants, but I'm sure it lasted a lot longer. You had to kind of edit it down so we could not vomit in here.
That break lasted for 27 minutes.
Oh my God!
Jesus
They make 1,000,000s of dollars.
We're not kidding. They're all millionaires. They've talked about a snooze bar and about pants.
Dude, I'm just remembering this now. Do you remember yesterday we were in here and I was on the Murphy, Sam, and Jody Facebook page, and I said, "You're not going to believe this, but they got a picture of him trying on pants." And now it makes sense of what the hell they were doing. It makes sense.
Oh,
So there
my
had to have been a tease somewhere in there. If you want to see the pants, go to our Facebook page.
Oh, yeah.
Ransom, what's next? They talk about how to buy orange juice.
And if you want to see a picture of the orange juice, go to our Facebook page. That's the best thing about the radio shows these days. Every time something happens, go to our Facebook page and see the picture of what we're talking about.
They are so rich, they buy orange juice with pulp and then pay somebody to take out all the pulp.
Depulp it.
Yeah.
All right, what is the next segment here, Ransom, if we can take
The
it?
next segment is the final segment, and it is Sam. We've learned the last couple of weeks that he's been doing this online dating thing, right?
Right, yeah. No,
Well,
he's been killing it.
He went on a couple of dates. He actually just got date number 3
Go
in the
get him,
books.
Tiger.
Here's Sam.
Got a little piece of new news from Sam that he has on date number 3, the plan for date number 3 already with the person he met online.
Yeah, so this
Jody?
week is date
Get
number
him,
3.
Sam.
Date number 3 is this week.
Mystery lady,
Yeah, when this
meaning
one
she's going to remain
a mystery.
a mystery. Okay.
Why? Because he's going to
chicken-
hack her up and throw her in the
Going to
garbage?
be the next Craigslist killer.
We're going walking.
Oh, my God. Only Sam, he's falling into the trap
No,
of being a
no,
miserable
listen.
man.
Sam's my dude. He's
We're
going to pull out.
going
Trust me.
walking.
Trust me. Something
Yeah.
good's
For
gonna happen.
exercise reasons.
So one evening.
Yeah, I mentioned to her on our last date that my oldest Sammy wants me to join him on his intramural or his recreation basketball team.
Did she laugh as hard as we did at that?
She smiled, and so
Why
she's
would
like,
she
"Well,
laugh hard at that?
What is so funny about that?
There's nothing funny.
Actually sounds
but
miserable.
listen, Sam's the superstar. He'll do something good.
He's going to save it?
I hope. I'm on Team Sam. Sam needs his
I
own
am
show.
too, but he's fallen to the
All right,
dark
let's-
side.
She suggested helping out because she apparently goes and walks, and why don't we have date number 3 where we go walk? I have the long stride, too. I have to see how that works out. Where are you going to walk?
Oh, he's talking about in the bedroom, though.
Sam hitting the long ball.
Just on
He's not going to tell you.
Shut up. I can't stand her.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, good idea, Jody. Thanks for the catch.
I'm just asking because if you walk in your neighborhood, you're going to walk past your ex's house.
Oh, yeah.
And that might not be a good
How
idea.
does Sam live by his ex?
No, because he
Why?
has
What is
so many ex-girlfriends.
He can't get
it's
away from them?
inevitable. He's dated half of Arkansas.
You guys want to know why Sam lives next to his ex? Because he's the wild card, bitches! He is this show's wild card, and he has no regrets.
He is. You're right. He is the wild
All
card.
right. Now, I've long said that Sam is the best thing on the show. Did you isolate the same segment with just Sam and cut out the other monkeys? Did you do that?
I think I've got it.
Let me do it right here.
I think I've got
It's
it.
done.
All right. So this is what the show would sound like if it was just
If
Sam.
it was just my hero talking.
Date number 3 is this week. Yeah, a mystery. We're going walking for exercise reasons. She smiled. I have the long stride, too. I have to see how that works out. Ooh, good idea, Jody. Thanks for the catch.
Sam show, everybody, right there.
Are you telling me I'd listen to that every morning? The Sam show's on point.
So much better.
He has the long
Sam show.
stride. He's
I just love the guy. He's aloof. He's just clueless. Poor Sam. All right, that is the unbelievable millionaires of
survived
radio
one
this
more
morning.
week.
Murphy, Sam, and Jody from Arkansas. Those are the segments that make them
Hey,
millionaires.
Hashtag the Sam Show. Hit us up at Marco and Jeets on Twitter. I want to get the hashtag the Sam Show going.
Should we incorporate them?
Now let's get the hashtag trending first.
You don't want to incorporate them in the whole thing? Ransom's like, no, please God, no. He's like, no, please God.
No.
All right.
No.
All right, there you go.
Eventually we're going to have to, right?
Well, someone's going to do it for us.
Listen,
Yeah.
I'm going to get him his own show. That's all I know. With the help of Las Vegas.
How much money would you be if you're this guy's manager?
If you're his agent?
If his agent, yeah.
Well, if his agent makes, I don't know, 2%, he's worth well over $40 million.
Dude, I want to get Sam on this show and look, you don't even have to come to work. We're just going to call you every morning and you just have to tell us your stories from the night before.
Oh,
that's it.
CBS can't afford that. A call-in every day?
I mean,
This place would go bankrupt.
I want to book Sam for a show as your cocktail and just have him make the most ridiculous cocktail he can.
we'd have to give him CPR.
It'd be
Just
called
sit there
a
and
blackout.
drink all day.
It'd be called a blackout. We'd black out within seconds of
Sucker
putting it to our
punch.
lips. Yeah.
All right, there is the unbelievable millionaires of radio. It's Marco and Jeets X 1075.